Your why is something you uncover. It's something you dig for from within you and discover over time. There comes a moment in every builder's life where the question is no longer, can I build this? But should I build this right now? Emotion doesn't get to drive the wheel. Ego does not get to dictate. There's power in the no. There's a reason for the no. For the open door, there's a reason for the closed door. Your season is not wasted. It's on purpose. You were made on purpose for a purpose. Let's talk about the no.
She's just built different.
Okay, let's chat. I want to talk about every no can birth a better yes. What does it mean when I say there's power in the no? There's a reason for the no. For the open door, there's a reason for the closed door. So many lanes that we could take this in. But I pray that you lean in to this episode and that you would be encouraged. Whether you're in business, ministry, leading, building, or you've been in a waiting season, your season is not wasted. It's on purpose. You were made on purpose for a purpose. Let's talk about the no. There comes a moment in every builder's life where the question is no longer, can I build this? But should I build this right now? That moment and tension is where many of us lose clarity. Not because of a lack of vision, but because we just haven't learned how to filter decisions through mission instead of emotion. Today, we're talking about what it means to learn strategic clarity while building. The ability to say no to good things so you can say yes to on-time things. Not reactive no's or fear-based no's, but anchored, intentional no's that protect your assignment and time. This episode is about discovering your why, letting mission lead you, and allowing every no to build a more resounding yes within you. So let's talk about alignment, because alignment is the ability to evaluate opportunities, decisions, and doors through the lens of mission instead of emotion. A lot of tension and unfulfillment that we feel in life while building comes from being misaligned. Alignment asks questions like, does this move me closer to my assignment? Does this honor the season I'm in? Does this require me to abandon my values to sustain it? Because not every open door is meant for you to walk through, and not every closed door is rejection, but redirection. Some doors close because you've outgrown them, others because the timing just isn't right. Some doors close because they would cost you your why. And every no can birth a better yes, but only if you allow alignment and your mission to lead your day-to-day and your choices. So we've got to consistently ask ourselves, how do we line back up in life? Your why is something you uncover. It's something you dig for from within you and discover over time. Everyone was made on purpose for a purpose. And whether we like it or not, we inevitably and unconsciously move and operate from the sum total of our lives. How we grew up, what we witnessed, experienced, lacked, had or not had, what broke your heart, and what God keeps drawing you back to again and again. Have you ever heard of the phrase, monkey see, monkey do? You can only go as far as what you can see. That's why I love being around people who are smarter than me, more experienced, better than me in business, because proximity expands vision, and vision shapes direction. Your why explains why certain ideas won't leave you, why certain compromises, and why certain paths exhaust you. Those are indicators. When you don't know your why, you'll say yes to everything. And when you don't know your mission, you'll be tossed around by every wind and wave that comes. You feel reactive, scattered, and busy, but ultimately unfulfilled. When you know your why, the no's in your life come from a place and are received from a place of peace. Doors that close are on purpose. They don't stop you, they redirect you, they clarify you. They're not dramatic or defensive, but they're clear. And clarity is one of the greatest gifts that vision, mission, and alignment to your why can give you. There's a quote from Peter Drucker, one of the most influential thinkers in business and leadership, that says, "There's nothing so useless as doing efficiently that which should not even be done at all." Success without alignment to your why will still leave you empty. When doors close in our lives, it's redirection, it's not failure. In Acts 16, Paul is prevented from entering regions he wanted to build in twice. Then God redirects him to Macedonia. The closed door was not rejection, it was rerouting. If Paul had forced that door, the expansion of the gospel of Jesus Christ would have been delayed. Sometimes God blocks your momentum to preserve your impact. Here are a few business anchors that I've learned along the way. There is power in saying no. Here's a common principle among top executives. Saying no is not about scarcity, it's about stewardship. Your energy is currency, your focus is capital. Your yes must be intentional. Ask yourself, which doors are the right ones? And when is it strategic to not build yet? You can hear 1,000 stories from successful people and 1,000 ways that it can be done, but it's subjective to your mission and your life. Lots of investors will tell you that focus beats expansion. It's about playing the long game. And smart founders delay scaling until systems can sustain it. There's seasons where wisdom looks like restraint, where strategic patience is the discipline of allowing the season to inform you about your pace. And only you can truly figure out what season you're in. Ecclesiastes 3 says there is a season and a time for every purpose under the sun. So when timing doesn't seem to be working like you thought it would be, your purpose doesn't change. Every no, from alignment to your why, strengthens your yes. You don't need to convince yourself. You don't need external validation. You don't need applause, because your yes is rooted in your mission. Emotion doesn't get to drive the wheel. Ego does not get to dictate. That's what it means to be built different. Where are you forcing doors that God is trying to refine? Where are you saying yes out of fear instead of faith? Where might a no be protecting your assignment? Clarity compounds. Let mission lead. This is what She's Built Different is about. Grounding, formation, perspective for the woman building something real who refuses to waste her story. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a sister. Save it for the weeks you need clarity, and come back when you just need to be reminded that realignment is not loss, it's stewardship. Every test is a tool, every fall is a setup, and every no can birth a better yes. See you next time.